try and sell it to me. Why you would sign an exclusivity agreement or even think of doing something like this where the only place to see this video for the first 6 hours of after release is on a paid platform.
It's all money.
Yeah. Yeah, I was hoping there would be something else. I was hoping there'd be anything else. Yeah.
Unfortunately, as someone who does work in marketing, it's all money. Money is literally what drives every single deal now. It will benefit Netflix to have more subscribers.
Yeah.
And that in turn will make them more money, and Rockstar will get more hype because it will be, the problem is that I can see the benefit for Netflix very clearly.
Yeah.
You get more subscribers, you get more money. I think that in turn would then end up paying Rockstar. So Rockstar wouldn't actually reap the benefits of it being released onto Netflix by itself. They would just get the money that Netflix has paid them.
From DogHouseSystems.com, this is the DogHouse Podcast.
It's August.
It is August.
Back to school season's here.
Yeah.
It's still very hot here in Texas. And we're coming at you with another DogHouse Systems podcast. I'm joined, as always, by Abby.
What up?
How are you doing, Abby?
I'm doing really good.
And I'm Lorenzo, because I always forget to introduce myself.
You do.
Yeah. Well, we have got a mix of news, a new game that I played this past weekend.
Yeah.
Someone went and saw The Odyssey.
I did. Yeah.
Might be talking about that later. But let's kick it off with an AI influencer trip.
Yeah.
Backlash.
Yeah. So OpenAI hosted their very first influencer brand trip.
Was it a smashing success?
No. For those of you that are not, chronically online or haven't seen in the past couple of years, brand trips are basically where these big old brands, so the biggest one that most people know is Tarte, the makeup company.
Okay.
They will invite influencers who use their product. They'll say, hey, we'll fly you out to, say, Fiji for the week.
Oh, so they're not going on a trip to the headquarters or to the...
No.
Okay.
No, they're going to like paradise places, and they'll get free products, and they'll be able to take photos and videos and they'll be able to make content.
Okay.
That's the whole idea, is to get all of these influencers together to make content.
Yes. I'm struggling to see OpenAI's tie-in to something like that.
So this story that TechCrunch reported came out August 3rd. So the weekend before, OpenAI took a handful of influencers to a luxury retreat in upstate New York and called it the Summer Club.
Okay.
There, they were treated to farm-to-table dinners, wellness activities, and classes on how to better use OpenAI products.
There it is. There's the tie-in. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
One creator posted about making a website, while another took a photo of the brochure that said painting workshop on it. So I wonder, the big thing is that they do this with influencers within their sphere, within their industry. So for OpenAI, it would be influencers and, popular content creators who talk all about tech.
Right.
And all that stuff. So the videos were, as you would expect, very aesthetic, very lighthearted, very fun, very OMG, check out this influencer brand trip that I went on. But the comments were just ripping them to shreds. One influencer had comments from people insinuating that she had sold her soul for a nice hotel room. Or another had commented asking if she could do a video reconciling her trip with the environmental impacts of data centers.
Wow.
So they are really going for it. Another influencer who posted about the trip was asked if she was going to do a get ready with me. Those are a very popular type of, get ready with me to go to Pilates class or whatever, about touring a data center.
Get ready with me to go tour a data center?
Get ready with me to go tour OpenAI's largest data center.
Okay.
That would go across so horribly in my mind.
I don't know. I'm trying to think what the circle that is fans of AI and then the circle of people who are fans of Get Ready With Me content. I may just be making an assumption, but I imagine they're two separate circles. Yeah, there is no
Venn diagram.
Yeah. They are separate circles.
If we had video, you would have seen me holding up the two circles like a good 4 feet apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. TechCrunch did reach out to a third influencer, but it looks like she actually deleted all of her content about the trip. The OpenAI spokesperson that TechCrunch reached out to said that OpenAI had worked with a range of creators as part of a broader marketing effort to help people understand the more practical ways of using ChatGPT. The purpose of the trip, well, one of them, he says, was to teach these creators how to use their newly released ChatGPT work.
Okay.
Which allows users to draft presentations, documents, all kinds of stuff. He went on to say that the event was education-led and sought to give creators hands-on experience with the AI tools so that way they could show their followers how to use them. I don't actually agree with this statement. He goes on to say, quote, creators are an important part of our community and how people get information and learn about our products today, end quote. I actually, personally, and as someone who does work in social media, I don't see that.
Okay.
I actually see the decline of the influencer.
Okay.
Because everybody wants to be a content creator. I have seen so many videos, and this is not hating on anybody. I have seen people be like, I quit my 9-to-5 job to become a content creator. And I'm like, do you really understand what you're giving up here? There was one guy who his entire content was his 9-to-5 job. And then it came out that he had actually quit his job.
Oh, really? Wow.
He quit his job and then was paying for a like workspace type setup to continue to film content.
That's wild. So he's essentially cosplaying as an office employee.
Cosplaying as a 9-to-5er. Okay. Yeah. It did not go over super well with a lot of people, which understandable, but OpenAI is not actually the only AI company to do that. Anthropic hosted an influencer brand event for Claude, and Copilot hosted a brand trip to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Interesting. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the two separate circles.
Yeah. It is also kind of the timing. If you continue to read through the article at the bottom, they do mention that OpenAI is set to hit a $500 billion deal to build a brand new data center in Ohio.
Wow. Okay.
So a lot of people are not really happy that, you know,
Are torn on that. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people, a lot of, you know, average, so everyday social media users who are not influencers but are following these people aren't really happy with them promoting AI's brand, the OpenAI brand trip.
Right.
Because they're not, you know, saying, hey, here's what's happening because of AI. So.
Gotcha. So sort of just ignoring any criticism in their posting and just hoping that it all goes well. I'm surprised many of them did. I don't know if you can on every platform, but just turn off comments.
Yeah.
I guess for that.
I wouldn't doubt that a lot of them have either limited or turned off comments completely. Just because of the amount of, you know, people will share it and they'll go and comment and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just wild. But I find it the most wild that that OpenAI was even, you know, that they even considered this.
Didn't read the room and think maybe people would not be happy if we did something like this.
I just think that it's such an odd thing for an AI company to do. Yeah. You just, because the brand trips are meant to create content for people to kind of push their audience onto their product. And I get it with like makeup companies, and I get it with clothing companies, and I get it with, you know, all of the like tangible type
you can
of product.
showcase, you can use, you can review, you can, you know, hold
the product, and you can actually tell people your honest, your semi-honest opinion.
Hopefully, honest opinion.
There have been times where people have been caught being like, "This is one of my favorite products," and then like maybe like
never use it.
3 months later, they'll be like, "I actually hate this product," and they're like, "Were you just paid to do that?"
Or did you start to dislike it after the fact?
Yeah. So it's for me, it's just kind of like a out of left field.
Yeah.
We need to like maybe rethink marketing, but it didn't hit with the people we want to use AI as well as, you know, we thought it was going to.
It might be a push to get more mainstream consumer adoption going. I don't know. Maybe. Either way, it didn't go well.
Either way, it didn't go well.
No. Yeah.
So maybe AI companies will learn from this and maybe be like, maybe we shouldn't.
Maybe. One company seemingly trying to learn from AI adoption is Spotify.
Yeah. So Spotify put out August 11th that they are introducing a brand new label on their platform for AI generated artist identities. So the big thing that Spotify actually had a problem with, and I may have mentioned this on the podcast before, but Spotify scraped, I want to say 75 million AI generated songs from their platform.
Already.
Before
this program
because they kind of realized that their whole entire platform was just becoming AI slop.
Yeah, and then they'd pay per stream, for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they announced that they were making artist identity and trust one of the top priorities and have launched Verified by Spotify, Song DNA, AI credits, and artist profile protection. They are also they were announcing another step to make sure that, their platform stays authentic to who Spotify is. So they say, quote, listeners have been clear in telling us that they don't like seeing an artist profile that seems human only to find out that the persona is AI generated. That's why starting mid-September, you will begin to see an AI persona tag on profiles.
Okay.
So the badge will signal to listeners that the artist's identity may be AI generated and may not represent a real human. So alongside those profiles that self-disclose, so if you start one and you're like, this is an AI persona, you will automatically get that badge, but they'll start applying the badges to relevant profiles as well.
Okay. So if you're suspecting that. Oh, okay. I saw AI credits listed in the things being offered, and I thought it was AI use credits. No, I'm glad it's not, because I thought like OpenAI, Anthropic, like that's like tokens you can use. No, it's credits for sections or portions of a track that might be AI generated.
Yeah. So with AI credits, Spotify has seen that people are eager to take the opportunity to be transparent and share how AI has been used in the song. So they are hoping for a similar level of self-disclosure with these persona badges. The other one, the Song DNA, is a beta feature that reveals the creative connections behind your favorite tracks.
See, that's when you were talking about the AI credits, I was really hoping that they would do something like Song DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one went back. They announced Song DNA in March, and it has been rolled out to premium users, I believe, already. But it is a new experience that is built right into the Now Playing, where if you simply tap the Song DNA card, you'll see writers, producers, collaborators, samples, things that were taken to build the song, and you can discover how the song was actually.
Yeah, like all the influences. Yeah. That's very cool. I really like that. Okay.
So I think that's really cool.
They subscribe to Spotify.
Yeah. So the Verified by Spotify that I also mentioned will signal to listeners that, they're like, this artist is human and they are authentically on our platform.
Verified with us that they exist.
Yeah. So hundreds of thousands of profiles are already verified. Majority are independent artists that represent more than 99% of the artists Spotify listeners actively search. Then AI credits and Song DNA, of course. Artist details will bring artist information based on Spotify's own platform data, such as career milestones, release history, and touring activity. That gives listeners a quick snapshot into their activity on Spotify. Okay. And then artist profile protection will allow artists to review and approve releases delivered to Spotify to protect their identity and to prevent confusion about misattributed music.
Okay. I could see that helping them a lot with copyright claims or, if someone's, quote unquote, sampled part of your song, but in reality just kind of reuse the entire track. That might help there.
Yeah. They also say that they tune their algorithms to highlight authentic human artists. And when available, based on signals, they will strive not to include spam, slop, or low effort content in their recommendations.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. It sounds like they might be overhauling their entire algorithm.
Yeah. Yeah, especially when they're financially inclined to do so. They don't have to pay out for creators just making
Yeah.
tons and tons of just random stuff.
Oh, yeah. I also hope, because I've heard that a lot of people have mentioned, or some people have mentioned, that the Spotify algorithm needs to be fixed because they'll play the same popular songs. So the new releases, the more, popular artists, their songs will get played way more often, even if you don't want to hear them.
Yeah. It's not just the new releases.
Okay.
I have a playlist that I call Everything that has 61 hours of music on it. That's just
my Lord.
any song I've ever...
Okay.
Like I'll have my individual playlist and
Yeah.
I just throw them all in here. So I effectively have my own radio
Okay.
station. If I hit shuffle,
Yeah.
very often I'll know what song is coming next because it just plays them in the same shuffled order
Yeah.
very frequently. So even if you just try and quote unquote randomize it,
Yeah.
kind of gonna-
That's weird.
yeah.
I hope that they overhaul that part of their algorithm too for
Yeah.
people.
yeah. And then I imagine if it's doing that on a fixed playlist, it would do it in the new and trending.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it might be hard to discover new music.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I was a Spotify girly for a little bit, and then Apple overhauled their iTunes platform. I remember when I had to buy songs,
Yeah.
99 cents.
Yeah. Both of my brothers are Apple Music fans now. Yeah. They don't use Spotify anymore, but
Apple Music did recently roll out. I know that we were talking about Spotify, but they recently released a feature where you could tell an AI in Apple Music, give me a playlist that is, for whatever mood you want.
yeah.
And it will generate a playlist for you.
I thought you were going to say it would generate music for you.
No, it'll generate like a playlist
So it'll put
for
together based on like genre or mood or probably like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I will admit, I went to a Pitbull concert at the end of May, and I have been just wanting to listen to, for some reason, just wanting to listen to, because he's got some good like upbeat songs that you could really just like feel better after listening to. And I was like, give me like some of Pitbull's like more popular songs. It gave me maybe like four of the, actually like two of the songs that I was looking for.
Okay.
So
maybe it needs a little more work. Yeah.
it's either that or I need better prompts.
Maybe. Yeah. You can I've done like search for like fantasy style music to read to, and you just get soundscapes basically. Yeah.
I just put on the same orchestra non-lyrical song
Yeah.
until I'm like sick of it, that I'll switch to another one.
There you go. There's a company who is not trying to look out for their users and their platform.
Yeah.
BMW.
Oh my God.
BMW, the same company that has in the past added heated seats as a subscription service to their vehicles. Yes. BMW, the promotional period is over, I think, had put Spider-Man ads on owners' dashboards after promising years ago that it never would. So the article here from TechSpot states that the promotion, which ran from July 27th to August 10th, so just a few days ago, or a day ago, it's time of recording, across more than 70 markets, was a tie-in with the Spider-Man Brand New Day movie that's just released. And it put a banner ad on your dashboard in your car, and if you tapped on it, it would have an animation with music on your vehicle. In your vehicle, on your infotainment center, if people still call them that, but on your dashboard.
That is not what I thought this was.
Okay, what did you think?
Okay, first of all, so they have a video. TechSpot posted a video from X. And the first thing that you get is, surprise, Spider-Man just dropped into your BMW. I thought it was going to be like a fun little pixelated cartoon Spider-Man.
Like
that
maybe
just
like a little sprite that
Yeah.
swings across your screen or something.
Yeah, you know how they have like doc buddies or whatever. There's
like Clippy or
Yeah.
yeah.
and then it just got worse because I realized it's just an ad.
It is not that. It is a full-on BMW Spider-Man ad. It's not a clip of the movie. It's not the trailer for the movie. It is a few scenes of a car, like a car commercial, and Spider-Man. That's it. That's it.
Feels like a dumb ad campaign
For your luxury vehicle.
for your very expensive luxury vehicle.
Yes. Where is the end? If this is happening on these premium luxury vehicles where you imagine people would be not super happy about being advertised to in their vehicle on the road, not even to mention, distracted driving and all that. Like, you shouldn't be watching a video in your car if your car's in motion. Now, to be fair, I don't know if this would only display when you were stopped or parked, but the fact that it would even be there in your vehicle as a distraction, and then you add on they're advertising to you for a movie in which their cars are featured, it's just crazy. My personal opinion, obviously, not necessarily the opinion of DogHouse Systems.
Well, that's just crazy that they thought that would be a good idea.
In the past, in December 2023, Stefan Durach, forgive me if I didn't pronounce that right, BMW Group Senior Vice President for Connected Company Development, said, to say I'm selling a screen to play a commercial, I don't see it. It's a private space.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The inside of your car is the inside of your car.
Now, that was 2023. Their stance then was we won't sell an advertisement on your screen. 2026 rolls around and suddenly there's a screen for an advertisement.
I wonder how much money they made off of it.
Probably a lot.
They had to offer probably an immense amount of money for that to be able to get approved.
Yeah. So the feature, as they're calling it, is available on suitably equipped cars built after July 2020 and running BMW operating system 7.8, 8.59, or X10. It's being pitched as a tie-in to Spider-Man Brand New Day rather than a permanent change to the car.
Yeah, sure. Let's just...
Well, speaking of video, YouTube has highlighted upcoming changes to its Premium Lite service and has, in the same stroke, doubled channel monetization requirements. So if you are a hopeful, YouTube professional and you want to start your career streaming on or posting videos on YouTube, you'll now need 8,000 watch hours in the past 365 days or 20 million qualified shorts views in the past 90 days and 1,000 subscribers. That's up from 4,000 watch hours in the past year or 10 million shorts views. Still have to have 1,000 subscribers though.
I totally can understand that monetizing YouTube is a good way to make money, but at the same time, as a infrequent YouTube watcher, I go every once in a while when I'm wanting to. I'm so tired of the amount of ads.
Yeah. We've subscribed to the YouTube Premium family for a couple of years now. Yeah. And if I'm not signed in, or if it's somewhere I don't want to sign in or I can't sign in, I'm not using YouTube. There are just way too many ads. Yeah. To even make it a viable way to get information. But I use YouTube more like a learning and news platform than a watch the fun, silly video. And there's a 9 to 5 Google has an interview with the updates as well. Well, on to something maybe a little...
Wait, then what is Premium Lite?
Oh, I completely forgot about that. Premium Lite. So YouTube Premium, the full version, removes all ads from the platform unless a creator has baked in ads. So if they say, thanks to the sponsor. Oh, okay. Insert sponsor. So if that's baked into the video, you'll still get that, but you don't get the YouTube pre-roll, mid-roll, post-roll ads. Premium Lite means that you don't get ads on videos that are like gaming, fashion, beauty, news, and more, according to YouTube and more. Ads will still, however, appear every so often on music content, shorts, and when you search or browse if you're on YouTube Premium Lite. So you get ads on some videos but not others, which seems, I don't know, I don't like it. If I'm paying, then there should be no ads.
Yeah, feels like they shouldn't have rolled this one out, period.
Yeah, I agree. I think it should be ad supported or paid.
Like an all or nothing.
Not hey, depending on how we categorize the video or how the creator categorizes the video, you might get ads. What if a gaming channel makes a song or has a compilation of something that's a montage with just music? Is that then a music video so it gets ads, or is it a gaming video so it has no ads?
I don't know. Them AI generated Subway Surfer game.
The Subway Surfers with Reddit posts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Will be classified as gaming.
Yeah. Well, those are shorts normally, I think. So
they got some longer ones.
If they're shorts content, you'll still have ads.
They'll post. And here's the thing. I have not seen an AI Reddit story, Subway Surfer, ever since I deleted TikTok.
Okay.
Thank you. I'd like to keep it that way. I say that, and then my algorithm will be like, oh my God, you just want to see that? AI generated content? I'm like, no.
I think the best thing I've done is in the YouTube app, you have the option to limit your shorts time. And if you set it to 0, it will immediately pop up a video or a little landing page if you click on a short that says you've reached your limit for today. And that has thankfully trained me to I used to scroll on shorts a ton.
I feel like
I do not anymore, which is really good.
Instagram and TikTok needs to enact that.
Yeah.
Anyways, but they would post the first 4 parts. It'd be like a minute long. And then they wouldn't post anything else. And then all the comments would just be angry.
Where's the rest of the story?
And they're like, on my YouTube. And you're like, what the heck? Yeah, I feel like it shouldn't be a scale. It should be a all or nothing for ads.
I get that they probably want to capture some additional revenue from people who aren't willing to pay the full price.
Oh, yeah.
But maybe meet in the middle on price if they really want to expand the user base.
Yeah.
Gamers are becoming more and more desirable as employees, I guess. I don't know. The U.S. has hired 2,000 gamers to fix the air traffic control crisis.
I don't know if you've been flying recently, but
No.
there have been a significant, I don't want to say a significant, but there's been a decrease of air traffic controllers. So these are the guys who sit up in the little high towers at the airports, and they are the ones who direct which runway planes go off on. And they say, who goes first, the order of, so if you're sitting there in a line of planes, it's maybe because there might not be a lot of air traffic controllers being able to help you safely take off. But with this meant delayed, canceled flights, crashes, all not great things.
Yeah.
It was like a good couple of months ago, there was a plane that collided with, I want to say, an emergency truck. Because the air traffic controllers, I believe, and I could be wrong, but the air traffic controllers had been working longer shifts than they were supposed to.
Yeah. People are not machines.
Yeah. So it gets a little dangerous because you got these big old hefty planes that can literally take out anything. But the American government has been trying to figure out, how to solve this problem. Gamers. So being an air traffic controller, you make good money, but it takes years to become certified. At least it did until the government got involved. In 2025, the Department of Transportation launched a campaign to recruit gamers into the rank of air traffic controllers. The idea came from existing controllers who said the hobby influenced their decision to take up the profession, and that gaming helped them sharpen the skills necessary to succeed on the job. So ads targeting the demographic depicted a series of young men excitedly discussing the opportunity to merge their love of gaming with a career that rewards quick decision making. And then interviews with these candidates were interspersed into footage of games like Fortnite.
Okay, so I've been giggling to myself over here because I think they chose the wrong game. I don't think you want someone playing Fortnite. I think you want someone playing like Overcooked or Played Up or Factorio, like management games where you're having to juggle like, oh, I've got to, cook this meal for this customer and then wash these dishes and then go and get, clean up the ground all at the same time and have to manage doing all those things at once. Not see that guy over there, I'm going to go shoot them. Yeah,
but it's
I get the quick decision making.
Yeah,
part.
It's a fast paced job because you're having to manage all of these flights in and out of your airport. So I can understand that because I believe Fortnite is one of those quick decision, like I know exactly where I'm going. I have to do this. And the steps are super quick into winning the game. But I can also understand that, other games such as management games would be, maybe added on in there.
The quick decision making, yes. I just think they could have expanded the ads. I don't know if they could place ads into like Overcooked or Played Up or, probably not.
So August 9th, the Secretary of Transportation, Sean Duffy, claimed that the department already hired 2,000 gamers through a streamlined process that allowed candidates to reach the academy faster than their previous classes. On his post on X, he emphasized that the new system allowed the government to recruit the best and brightest possible candidates. However, it's a little controversial to people. A lot of people, the government shutdowns that have been happening. So Air traffic controllers are, of course, hired by the government, by the Department of Transportation. So a lot of people get hesitant when they deal with government jobs because you are unfortunately at the mercy of the government when it comes to your pay. But the author of this article goes on to say, these public concerns for safety, completely understandable, but I'd trust an iPad kid who can build Fortnite towers in a split second with my life.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I think all memes aside and all jokes aside, hopefully these new quote unquote gamers are trained to the same standards that they were previously, and we don't miss anything on that fast tracking. Yeah.
So I hope that this turns out for the best, because that would alleviate a ton of pressure on the air traffic controllers, because a lot of people have said that it is one of the most understaffed jobs ever.
Understaffed and stressful, because each of those planes is dozens of people that you're having to care for taking off and landing.
Yeah. You are having to, there's hundreds of people that are trusting you, and you
And unlike with, vehicle crashes happen as well, but on a bus or in a car, the safety margin for stopping, you cannot just stop a plane.
No.
You have to divert a plane, and you have to give it room to divert, not slam on the brakes.
Yeah. It is not my little car. They can whip a U-turn real quick. Unfortunately. So, but I do hope that this one, continues to go really well.
Hopefully things all work out.
Yeah.
Moving on to other gaming news. GTA's $100 edition is the most pre-ordered, says Take-Two's boss.
Yeah.
People really want their cosmetics.
So when they announced Grand Theft Auto 6's price, a lot of people were like, whoo, myself included, when I heard, was like, whoo, this is a little bit pricey for a game.
$100 is a lot of money for anything, much less one game.
Well, that and the standard edition is $80.
Yes.
And a lot of people were hesitant about the $80 as well. But in an interview with CNBC, the CEO of Take-Two, Strauss Zelnick, revealed that the standard edition is not selling equally to the ultimate edition. He said, quote, "It is skewed more to the premium edition," end quote. And he says that he's being more realistic about the statistic that could reveal more about the pre-release hype for the game.
Yeah. So it may not be that that's the most popular, but the fan base that's willing to pre-order the game might be more inclined to get the premium edition rather than the base game.
Yes. Yeah. Those who have been waiting for GTA 6, for however
10 or more years.
Yeah, for so long. I've seen comments of people being like, wow, we got, this before we got GTA 6.
Yeah.
I can understand that after so long, you're wanting to play the new game. Right. I can understand them being like, it's $100, all that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, they're able to set whatever price they want for their product.
Yeah.
And people are clearly willing to purchase it at that $100.
In the interview, Zelnick admitted that Take-Two had a lot of pricing power when it came to GTA 6, but they wanted it to be relative to the value of the game. He said, quote, "We understand that a consumer experience is the intersection of the thing itself and what you pay for it. We would never want people to feel like this is out of my range," end quote. So these comments kind of go back to his comments during an earnings call for Take-Two, saying that GTA 6 is an incredible bargain at its standard $80.
Yeah, I don't know how to, I have to, sort of out myself a little bit. I haven't played any GTA game for more than an hour or two. So I have no idea. I'm not going to, I don't have a PlayStation or an Xbox. I'm not going to pre-order this.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm trying to think of games I would gladly pay $80 for. Maybe Breath of the Wild when it released. But I mean, that was a $60 game. Tears of the Kingdom, I think it was a $70 game. So those are great. I don't know.
I feel like I would be okay with the Mario Kart World. I think that was $80.
Yes.
That is $80.
Yes. Unless you buy it in the bundle. I, as someone who, I like Mario, grew up loving Mario Kart. I will out myself.
fully.
I bought the Switch 2 with that game,
Yeah.
with that game in a bundle. Yeah.
I would play it with friends and family. I think that you would probably get a lot more out of it
Compared to like going to a movie or watching a show or something. Yeah. The cost per hour of enjoyment would be pretty low after all said and done. Yeah.
Yeah. So when asked what players will get in the premium edition, Zelnick simply said additional content. So the official pre-order page goes into this a lot further.
Yeah.
Which as CEO, I think you should
have had a better answer.
Maybe
than
a little,
additional content. It's thanks. So you're not just going to take my $20 extra and run.
Yeah. So pre-ordering the Ultimate Edition will get you exclusive cosmetics and a year of GTA Plus.
A month.
A month.
Just
a
one
free
month.
month.
Yeah. One free month.
1 month.
Yeah.
A subscription service that grants players perks in GTA Online.
The interesting part of that is, as of right now, GTA Online only works with Grand Theft Auto 5, not 6. So it gets you a free month of a different game's online service, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe just don't include that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zelnick goes on to say that they expect GTA 6 to do incredibly well, but don't want to set expectations super high.
I think that ship has sailed.
Yeah, GTA 5's sales, if we want to, whip out some stuff, over 200 million copies since its release in 2013.
Wow.
So it has actually been 13 years since the last GTA came out.
GTA 6 will be released November 19th for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and PS5 Pro. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if they are going to release it later on for PC.
I think it was about a year from release of Grand Theft Auto 5 that it came to PC.
Okay.
I think it was about a year. And I'm sure they would. That's a huge market to miss.
Oh, yeah.
Unless Sony and Microsoft are just willing to pay them a lot for exclusivity.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of exclusivity, GTA 6 fans are a little vocal online about their plans for releasing the first gameplay trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6. Rockstar fans will have to subscribe to or be subscribed to Netflix to see the first gameplay trailer for the game. The exclusive period for the gameplay trailer on Netflix is 6 hours. So for the first 6 hours, the only place you'll be able to see the first gameplay trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6 is on Netflix. Abby, you're in marketing. Mm-hmm. What is the point? Try and sell it to me. Why you would sign an exclusivity agreement or even think of doing something like this, where the only place to see this video for the first 6 hours of after release is on a paid platform.
It's all money.
Yeah. I was hoping there would be something else. I was hoping there'd be anything else. Yeah.
Unfortunately, as someone who does work in marketing, it's all money. Money is literally what drives every single deal now. It will benefit Netflix to have more subscribers.
Yeah.
And that in turn will make them more money, and Rockstar will get more hype because it will be, the problem is that I can see the benefit for Netflix very clearly.
Yeah.
You get more subscribers, you get more money. I think that in turn would then end up paying Rockstar. So Rockstar wouldn't actually reap the benefits of it being released onto Netflix by itself. They would just get the money that Netflix has paid them to be able to.
Right. Yeah. Netflix would need to pay Rockstar up front.
Yes.
Or
secure a deal to where at the end of the time frame that this is set, we're paying you this much money. 6
hours is not a long time.
Yeah.
For an exclusive deal. Yeah,
it's odd that it's only 6 hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So after those 6 hours, people who want to watch it will be able to watch it on YouTube and on Rockstar's website, presumably for free. I wonder if you sign up for a trial of Netflix during or leading up to those 6 hours, if this video will be available to you.
Yeah.
Because if it is, what's the point?
Yeah. They also say that for anybody who tries to re-upload footage to social media during the 6 hours, will be hit with a copyright strike.
If you are hit with a copyright strike and they give you 24 hours to respond, and then the video is posted publicly on YouTube, does it matter? If you were to legally challenge
I think so, because Netflix has
their license.
Yeah. I'll fully admit it. I will have, on my phone, I'll have something on Netflix playing and I'll be like reading an article or something, or I'll need like to screenshot something, and Netflix's screen will go gray when I screenshot.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I will not be able to screenshot the content that I am currently watching while I am doing whatever I am doing. So to be able to take the footage from Netflix and paste it after those 6 hours, you'll have to get through the technology they have to prevent screenshotting.
Yes, there
and
are
screen recording.
pro criminal tip. There are ways. Yes, but no, don't. Obviously, don't do. It's not worth it. It'll be online
really
in 6
not.
hours. Honestly, if you didn't know it was an exclusive, you could wake up that morning, go about your daily routine, and then in the afternoon, oh hey, there's a new Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer out. I'm gonna watch it, and it'll be on YouTube for free.
Yeah.
So the people on social media are not happy, and a few of the comments are, quote, making us sub to Netflix to watch an advertisement is next level greed, scum, and villainy.
Yep.
And another is, so now you need to spend $8 to $15 to watch an ad. Yeah. That's about the gist
crazy.
of it.
Yeah.
Seems odd. Seems unnecessary unless they were getting a very large check from Netflix.
Yeah.
But then the reputational harm is...
It'll also be interesting to see if Netflix continues to be strict about their pulled content like screenshots. Like if
I bet
if
they will,
somehow, some way, someone manages to get the content off of Netflix, is Netflix going to go after them for
I
copyright?
guarantee they'd have to, otherwise they would lose that copyright, right? If they don't defend it.
Yeah.
Yeah. In other gaming news, one of Valve's partners in Europe has experienced a data breach, and they want to make sure you know about it.
Yeah. Siva Logistics is one of the largest shipping and logistics giants in the world. They've been hacked.
It's not great.
Yeah.
No.
Some of the companies that rely on Siva for shipping say that their personal information was stolen in the breach. The cyber attack is affecting at least 8 warehouses across Europe who ship goods across the continent. They say that the hack began July 29th and was causing shipping delays for a lot of the goods within these warehouses. So Siva is a France headquartered giant. They brought in 18.3 billion in revenue in 2025 and have, hundreds of thousands of warehouses across the world. But it looks like Steam was part of their hack. So Valve came out and warned their buyers, hey, if you buy hardware from us, your information may have been stolen.
Yeah, so the information would have included name, street address, postal code and city, country, telephone number, email address linked to the customer's Steam account, and the type and price of ordered hardware.
Yeah.
So everything about your transaction minus the financial information.
Yeah. So the attack ran from, as I said, July 29th to August 1st. Valve learned about it the 7th, and then 3 days later started letting customers know. So Siva holds all of their delivery data for about 90 days after the shipment. So anybody who has received a Steam hardware device over the past 3 months in Europe could be affected.
Yeah.
They do not know the exact number. They haven't said anything, but there are 2 Dutch retailers who were told about the same incident and warned their own customers. So what does this mean for you if your shipping data has been taken? They could send you literally anything. Emails, texts, maybe call you and have references to your actual order. And they could say, hey, there's a small customs fee.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a re-delivery fee. Hey, we just want to confirm your address again.
Yeah, or, hey, if they notice it hasn't been delivered yet, hey, we weren't able to deliver your package. Please click here to give us next steps.
Hey, please verify that you have received your order. Yeah. And that is crazy.
Yeah, and I don't imagine people would have, like for social media, you can be a little bit anonymous. For your physical shipping address, unless you're using a P.O. box, that's going directly to you.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more personal than someone getting your Instagram, Reddit username, maybe, depending on how, much communication you do through there.
Yeah. So what should you as an affected buyer say, hey, my information got stolen, what do I do? Valve, in their email to their customers, said that any messages referring to the recent hardware order is fake. Emails, SMS, phone calls, even those that quote your address perfectly. Steam support will never reach out to you through email, Steam chat, or Discord, and handles all account problems through its help page.
The help page is not steam.com/help. It is steampowered.com.
Yes.
/help. Yeah. Just in case.
Yes. So do not freak out. Your actual Steam account, the information is perfectly safe, but if you receive any communications with or about a Steam hardware delivery, please be extremely careful with that and do not click any of the links there and report them to spam and all of that stuff. So please, please, please be cautious because you never know. But that is absolutely wild. I feel very bad for that company.
Yeah. They handle a lot of shipments. In other gaming news, Roblox shares have plummeted by about 70% over the past year. Over the past year, Roblox shares have dropped from a high of, let's call it 141 USD in September of 2025 to 37.79.
Wow. So Roblox still has an enormous audience. They say 123 million daily players. But over the previous 3 quarters, it has been steadily declining. So I guess they started with a high of 152 million. Monthly unique players fell by 10 million in the last 2 quarters, currently sitting at 27 million.
They forecast a year-on-year decline of between 14 and 18% in its third quarter, and also say that monetization weakness is likely to continue.
Yeah, so the CFO said in a earnings call that the company attributed the shortfall to a shortage of vintage viral games, players shifting attention to new evergreen experiences with lower hourly monetization.
Hourly monetization is a wild thing to say on a platform predominantly
Full of
frequented by
children. Yeah.
Also, taking a step back from this, Roblox as a company does not make content.
No.
They rely on user-generated content and then skim profits from that because they provide the platform.
But I also think that because Roblox has been in the news for some not so great things, I think a lot of parents might be turning their kids away from Roblox.
Yeah, I think probably, again, my personal opinion,
Yeah.
probably for the better not to have children online
Yeah.
there.
And that leads to a decrease in numbers, which, you have shareholders who invest millions and they're like, I'm not making as much money as I used to. I'm going to, pull out and sell my shares.
Yeah. But the shortage of vintage viral games is basically telling creators on Roblox, you are not, in my words, you are not doing enough. Make better games on our platform. It's not hey, we messed up. We've, not curated this platform properly. It's why aren't you making better games for us to, take profits from?
Yeah. Roblox says that they don't expect anything to change in the near future. The company forecasts a year-over-year decline of 14 to 18% in its third quarter, while their CFO continues to say that, quote, monetization weakness is likely to continue, end quote. I love that that's the big thing. And he was like, monetization weakness is going to continue. Well, yeah. Your lack of vintage viral games probably doesn't help.
Interesting. Yeah. Make sure you monitor your children if they're on Roblox, please.
The CFO also mentions that the heavy investment into AI is part of the reason for its less than stellar reputation. But yeah, the ability not to squeeze out a bunch of money from children seems to be the big thing.
Xbox gamers may have experienced a Microsoft outage about 2 weeks ago at time of recording.
Yeah.
And Microsoft says they fixed it.
Yeah. So Xbox's Chief Technologies Officer, Scott Van Vellet, pardon me, Scott, if I have mispronounced your last name. He provided an update on the response to the outage that happened roughly 2 weeks ago that left players unable to access libraries or play their games. So he said that the outage was caused by the failure of an external licensing service used by Xbox and some of the other publishers. But in his latest message, he clarified that the external failure was compounded by an internal one, saying, quote, a bug in the Xbox client software stack, which caused other license checks to also fail when the first service went down, end quote. So there was just a whole lot of failing going around.
Yeah.
So Xbox was like, we don't want this to happen again. So Scott confirmed that they are rolling out a patch that will become mandatory for all players starting August 17th for them to update. So if you don't update and get that patch, you won't be able to do anything.
Yeah. They're also moving so that they're not as reliant on that external licensing service. They're transitioning ownership of the underlying licensing service to the Xbox team directly, so they won't have to rely on that external service.
Yeah.
This comes right on the heels of Sony's big statement of no more physical games.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you had a physical game, if you could play it, if you just popped in your Xbox, because it does still, I believe, install that disc to your system and then run it from there. I don't know if that would also have been affected, but that would be a real 1-2 punch of you can't even play a physical game that you own.
Yeah. He also promises that the platform holder will be working to improve reliability across the board, rolling out new features and quality of life system updates. So it came at the worst possible time, i.e. Sony's end of the physical game production, as well as just some layoffs that people weren't really too pleased about.
And also the release of Halo Campaign Evolved.
Yeah.
People weren't able to play the new game.
Yeah. Some people apparently couldn't access it early on. But they did it swift and professional, handled it the way that they should have been handling it, and managed to get down to the bottom of it.
Yeah, hopefully they fixed it.
Yeah.
Noctua has been doing some poking around.
Perfect.
And they have discovered that of 100 PC cases they tested, over half of them did not list correct dimensions for CPU cooler clearance.
Oh.
Noctua, for those of you who may not know, make fans and heat sinks.
Yeah.
And now water coolers. And sometimes they partner with GPU makers. Very good fans and heat sinks. A little pricey, a little more premium. And most of the time, they're brown. They're just the Noctua brown, so they don't go with every aesthetic. But lately, they've been releasing some black and gray versions that might blend in a little better, but they make cooling.
Man, they need to start stretching out their colors.
Yeah, so brown, black, gray, no RGB. So if you're a fan of RGB, Noctua is not for you. But they have been buying or getting their hands on cases and doing their own measurements, taking their own measurements. So one recent example of a significant deviation, and the article here is from TechSpot, was the NZXT H2 Flow. NZXT states the case offers up to 75 millimeters of CPU cooler clearance, but Noctua measured it and they say it's up to 79, which means that their L12SX77, just a little bit of a mouthful cooler, actually fits, even though looking at the spec sheet, you would not assume that that cooler would fit into that case. Some other cases, some that we use here for some of our projects, the Corsair 5000D, 4000D, and Frame 4000D also list inaccurate heights for CPU cooler clearance from 68 millimeters stated, but actually about 70 millimeters. That extra 2 millimeters really matters sometimes when you have a large heatsink that's right up on the limit. Yeah, they have added all of these measurements to their compatibility database, which is a great resource to check. If you're shopping for a cooler or for a case, you can check to see that it fits before you actually buy it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a general.
Oh, no, they weren't just pointing out, hey, these people are not measuring their things. This is so that when you're shopping for one of their coolers, you'll know if it actually fits in a case. So this is self-serving for them, but they're also doing everyone a solid who's shopping for maybe a different cooler. You can check Noctua's compatibility list and see, their cooler of this height that they have measured will fit in the case with this much clearance, which they have also measured. And you can shop Noctua, you can shop a different brand, which is actually pretty useful.
Wow.
I wish manufacturers would actually measure their stuff.
Instead of just maybe picking flattering numbers.
Just guessing, yeah. Or maybe just rounding to the closest, 5 or 0. Yeah.
Wow.
Go Noctua.
Yeah.
I'm a fan because they make fans. So, in a little bit of happy news, good news, I don't know.
Ish news,
yes. A $580 million undersea cable has been rerouted to avoid the grave of Dobby the house elf.
Oh.
A fictional character from the Harry Potter series.
Yes. The Greenlink connector, which will connect Ireland to Wales via an undersea power cable, was rerouted after so many people complained that it would go through the grave of Dobby. Unfortunately, the project manager was unaware that this was a filming site where a Harry Potter character was buried in the movie franchise. Like, he just didn't know that it was a grave for a fictional character.
I did not know the Potter fans were waiting for
Yeah.
him in that area. Yeah.
Yeah, he remembers a discussion with a colleague where they told him apparently we're going straight through Dobby's grave. And he goes, Dobby? Who's Dobby? I don't know Dobby.
Fair enough. Yeah. If I hadn't read the books and watched the movies, I would probably ask the same thing. Who's Dobby?
Yeah.
It looks like a coastline or a field.
Yeah. He, after explaining the whole scene, he was like, what are you talking about? Like, this can't be serious. And his colleague was like, no, it's very, very serious.
His quote is, he is a fictitious character in a fictitious book. The whole thing is fiction. What are you talking about?
His colleague replied, no, it's very, very serious. So they rerouted it, but many film fans will visit the beach and they'll lay little rocks and stones.
Let's say, here lies Dobby, a free elf. Just a little bit of ish news,
Yeah.
as you said. Yeah.
Yeah, the National Trust, which owns the land, actually recommends not doing that as it is ecologically sensitive.
Yeah.
But, you know, people leave socks.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes
Well,
sense.
because that's the thing in
Yeah,
the book.
giving him a sock.
He
sets
got
him
a
free.
he got a sock.
Dobby is free.
So I think that this is, I feel so bad, but this is so funny. It got rerouted from this fictitious grave to an area close to a archaeological site where they have found Bronze Age remains.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering,
Could they have
truly-
gone straight down the middle between those two? Yeah. What is more important? I guess no one was calling to fight for the Bronze Age remains.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
I think they should. They're very important. But sorry, apparently they just
Really wanted the filming site for Dobby's grave scene to be.
yeah.
In other news, Big Walk is out.
Okay.
It's a game.
Okay. I like the funky characters.
Yeah, it's a game about going on a big walk.
Are they birds?
I don't know. They kind of remind me of the little dipping birds.
Yeah, that's my immediate thought is
Yeah.
the little, because they've got the round heads with the little like snout.
Yeah.
They look like a mashup of like a pile of rocks and a me character and the dipping bird,
Yes. Yeah, that sums it up pretty nicely.
because it's got like the balled up hands and feet of the me character and then the body of
Just like a pile of rocks.
pile of rocks and then the face of a dipping bird.
Yeah. No, that sums it up really well.
Yeah.
The game is about going on a big walk, like I said.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. So my wife played with a couple of family members over the weekend. It's actually really fun. So you set off and don't use an external voice chat like Discord. Use the in-game voice chat. So
Okay.
if you're standing right next to someone, you speak in your microphone, they can hear you. If you start to walk away, your voice starts to trail off. And if you're too
That's
far
fun.
away, you can't hear each other.
That's so fun.
Some of the puzzles will also put you behind soundproof glass. So you can see each other, but you can't hear each other.
Right.
So you have to sort of motion, and you can control the arms from up and down to sides, motion at what you need to do. So you're walking around in this environment and you find a puzzle. Puzzle might be everyone needs to press a button at the same time, but you can't all see each other, or you have to coordinate who is putting symbols into the right places, things like that. It's just fun. It's a fun game. We found a radio, so we turned on the radio and then took a little handheld radio, so we now have music in the game.
Oh, that's fun.
So we can turn on and off the
That's
music
so
with a little
fun.
transceiver. Yeah, it's just fun. It has sold over
a million copies.
1 million copies in the first week of release.
And the game comes from the Australian studio House, which produced the Untitled Goose Game.
Yeah, that was also a fun game.
Yeah, which I think we've talked about because I think I've mentioned that
I think so. Yeah.
I've wanted to play it. But did you know that it took the Untitled Goose Game 3 months to hit 1 million copies?
3 months as opposed to a
3
week.
months to a week.
Wow.
That is crazy.
It does. It's fun. These numbers are a little inflated because it is a required multiplayer game. You can't play by yourself.
Yeah.
You have to have at least 2 people. So the world options are 2 people, 3 people, and then 4+.
Okay.
So at minimum, you and a friend will need to each buy a copy of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, still, I recommend it. I think $20 full price. It's currently on sale time of filming anyway for $15. If you own Peak, I think you get it on Steam in a bundle with Peak for $13, or you get the discount if you already own Peak.
Yeah.
Which is pretty nice. Yeah, it's very much a relaxed hangout game. You are not fighting anything as far as I can tell. So far, you're not fighting anything. You're not having to do any crazy platforming or super challenging puzzles. It's just a place to hang out and chat while you do stuff.
Man, I really hope that they come out with like a single,
solo version.
Yeah. This would be so fun.
Yeah. You might like Untitled Goose Game.
Yeah.
You can play that solo.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I think I've talked about maybe wanting to get into that game.
Yeah.
Do you get to pick your color?
Yes. So one of the first things you do when you enter the world is you get to a palette, like a color palette, and because it's multiplayer, you can't paint yourself. So you have to pick up the brush, pick a color, and then paint someone else, and then give them the brush, and they can paint you. You can choose your colors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you can tell them, hey, can you make my head, I don't know, red or yellow or green or whatever color, and they can hopefully get the right color and put it on you. Then there's a little mirror for you to sort of check yourself over.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's pretty
So are you playing from like
It's first person point of view.
Okay, so from the perspective of the character.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So you see your hand, your arms, I guess.
You see your nose.
No, you don't see your nose,
Okay.
but you see your arms, and if you look down, you'll see your legs.
Okay.
Yeah. The reason that matters is you can pick up items, and if you want to, you can just throw an item, or you can kick an item. And if you hold down the button for kick or throw, you'll actually see your leg go back and like reel up for the kick, and you just launch it. Yeah. So like they have different items, like looks like a bauble, but it lights up.
Okay.
So you can hold that with you to have a light source.
Oh.
And you find those throughout the world. But yeah, it's very fun. I like it.
The minimum requirements for this game are Windows 10, a i7 7700K or an AMD Ryzen 5 1600X, 12 gigs of RAM, a 750 Ti, 2 gigabyte or AMD Radeon R7 370 or the Intel Arc A380 6 gigabyte.
Yeah. It's a deceptively simple looking game in terms of what you need to run it. So you do need something a little more modern. So you'll be running with that hardware on low details, probably 1080p, and then with your render resolution set pretty low.
Okay.
So you'll be rendering the game much lower than that.
Yeah.
And upscaling it.
Okay.
Yeah.
They do recommend you can play this one on Mac.
Yeah.
Wow. The recommended requirements for Windows is a Windows 11, of course, an i5 10600K or a Ryzen 7 3700X, 16 gigs of RAM, a 1070, a Radeon RX 5600 XT or an Intel Arc A750.
For handheld gaming friends, it will run on an ROG Ally.
It is verified to work with the Steam Deck.
Nice. Okay.
Yep.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I give it 2 thumbs up, which is all the thumbs I have. So
Perfect.
there you go. So that's what I spent my weekend doing. Abby, I hear you have seen The Odyssey.
I have.
How was it?
Very good, actually. It was worth, to me, I thought it was worth the 3 hours that it is.
Yeah. It's a lot of content to go over. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the impact that a lot of people are they don't like it because it's not the same content message as Homer's original and all of the translations that have come from the Odyssey. But I really liked Nolan's storytelling and how it wasn't just, here's the first problem they reached, which is the Cyclops. They get to the island, they see the sheep, they run into the Cyclops. Then they get off the island by tricking the Cyclops. And I'm not...
Quick non-spoiler alert. I think there have been enough millennia.
There has been, I was about to say that I think there's been enough time.
It is okay for you to talk about the story, yeah.
So it doesn't tell it in the traditional story. It tells it as, he just does a really cool way of doing it, an interpretation that makes it palatable for everybody.
Okay.
It is gory. There is a lot of death in it.
You probably don't want to take your children to see
it. Is actually R-rated,
yeah,
so you should not take your children to go see it.
Yeah, okay.
But I would highly recommend it to anybody who does want to go see it, to go see it in theaters.
Okay.
I have been wanting to see it because he shot it in IMAX 70 millimeter, so that's the recommended to get the full picture of it, if they still have it, because there is an IMAX 70 millimeter.
You were not able to get coveted IMAX 70mm ticket, I'm guessing? No. Okay.
It's like a good couple weeks out to
Yeah.
get to a viewing that is not an outrageous time frame.
One of them you mentioned was 7:30 in the morning.
7:45 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
They do 2:30 in the morning viewings. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, but I would recommend it. I think it's a really good film to go see.
Okay. How many thumbs up out of 2 would you give it? 1 or 2?
I give it 2.
2 thumbs up.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think I
nice.
told you I'd give it a 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a really good review.
It's
I think that's
really
the
good.
highest review we've ever had on this podcast of anything.
Out of anything,
Yeah,
probably. Yeah. It's a good interpretation of the Odyssey, and it's definitely a different one than what I think people were expecting to come from it. So
Without giving anything away, it's not a this happened, then this happened, then this happened retelling.
yeah.
Right? It's done
It
more interactively.
it shows you what's at stake. And not spoil anything, but it's Odysseus's travel home from the Trojan War. So it shows you the impact of he's been gone for so long. So how does his wife and his son handle what's going on in their kingdom,
Right.
and how Odysseus is recovering from the war, kind of thing. So,
Cool.
so yeah.
So strong recommend. Go see The Odyssey.
Strong recommend. I think my Letterboxd review said Hollywood spent a lot of money to bring Matt Damon home again.
Yet again.
Again. Because that's the whole running
Yeah.
joke with this one is they spent, however much money, because he was in The Martian, Interstellar, Saving Private Ryan, and The Odyssey are all about bringing Matt Damon home.
Hopefully he finally made it this time.
Yeah, that's what
That'd be great,
everybody's been joking about, that hopefully Matt Damon's home.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's going to about do it for this week's edition of the Doghouse System podcast. Abby, if people have thoughts, comments, or just want to get a hold of us, how can they do that?
Yeah, you can email us at podcast@doghousesystems.com. You can leave us a voicemail at 972-810-4347, or you can DM us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok, and Threads at Doghouse Systems.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.